Obviously, this game hurts. It's just a string of games to start out conference. This isn't what these kids worked for, and they are working really hard to ensure their opportunities to win right now. So first, for me, the most important thing is going to be making sure that the players understand that the work they've been putting in is going to pay off. The in-game adjustments is really what I can point to right now. Just finding ways to close games that we've been in or been up in has been difficult. And I know it wasn't going to happen overnight, but I really felt confident. I felt like the kids did a good job of preparing for this particular game. I'll have to go back and watch film to see exactly where we could have closed it. I can point to plays, specific plays, but just the overall of giving ourselves opportunities when we do get a decent lead to be able to build upon that is going to be important because this has now happened home and away.
Coach, this is the second game that you kind of started with the small ball lineup with the 4 guards. What kind of made you go with that move?
I think the primary thinking is getting defensive stops for us right now and doing a good job of getting the stops that we need. And we have a good core group of those 4 young women. I really felt like that truly was our best 5, putting that best 5 forward out there to play, at least to get us going, to get us jump started, and obviously definitely coming out of the halftime. And so that's why I've gone with that smaller lineup.
Brooke, you guys had that slow start in the first quarter. How were you able to kind of get things back on track after going down 7-0?
I mean, just keep playing hard, pushing in transition, focusing on getting stops, because in the beginning we weren't guarding their action the way we should have. So just really getting everyone together and reminding them that we'll score if we get stops first.
Denasia, you had the 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. How were you able to find your range there?
Just staying locked in. I know my teammates are going to put me in those great positions, so I just finished the shots for us.
Brooke, this is the second game that kind of has gone down to the wire. Why have y'all kind of struggled to execute down the stretch in these close games?
I mean, I can't really, if I knew, then I feel like I'd be able to, help make an adjustment. So we just need to look at the film and see what happened, if it was lack of focus, lack of details, just defensive breakdown. I don't know.
I think that's a hard question to ask a player right after a game. I can tell you that it isn't for lack of putting them in tougher positions more recently, recognizing that was really important for the coaching staff, that we make the adjustment for the team, and within practice settings, switching it up quite a bit, to be honest with you, putting them in positions where they're behind, whether they're ahead, where they have limited time, where they have to communicate with coaches, where they have to communicate without, and making sure that we continue to rep that for them. I think will only ensure that we're going to be able to get over the hump. But, if you don't have enough reps and you just don't have the opportunity to get in a good flow. And the other piece of it is just a continuity with the groups that are playing together. Anytime you get into foul trouble or someone is taken in or out of the lineup, there's times where that changes. And so recognizing even within ourselves, not necessarily our opponent, that we're going to have to make those adjustments offensively and defensively is going to be important, that we continue to put our team in that position.
Coach, you mentioned this loss hurt a little bit. How do you keep the team from getting too down?
This hurts a lot, True. This hurts a lot. And, for me, it's going to be pointing to the things that we are doing well. We had a timeout where I felt like the talk wasn't positive, and you need to have some positive energy and not get down when the odds are against you at times. And so for me, it's going to be taking that mindset. I think that's something that we can definitely do. They have no reason to get their heads down. It isn't like these kids don't work hard in practice. They work hard in practice. It's just a matter now of really making sure that we pay attention to those details that matter in the end. The small scouting report details that truly matter. Anytime teams have opportunities to scout, that's what they're going to do. They're going to take away, strengths. That's what scouting is built for. So when that happens, it's then finding an alternative or exceeding whatever that is that they show us, and that's on both ends. And so I think that's sadly having to hammer across to us with this start right now. And hopefully it's a wake-up call for starting with myself and my coaching staff to help our team.